Hi friends, today we're going to talk about popsicle sticks and we're going to be working with numbers that are bigger than 20. The last couple weeks we've been working on addition and subtraction and word problems. Now we're going to kind of step away from that and work on when we have numbers in groups of 10, how do we count them? When they're in groups of 1, how do we count them? And even when they're in groups of 100, I'm going to test you a little bit to get you ready for second grade. So let's see. On my computer screen, I have pulled up some popsicle sticks, and I want you to think back to the beginning of the year when we were taking popsicle sticks and we worked on tally marks. How many popsicle sticks or how many lines would go up and down in tally marks before we have to make our one go across? Can you show me what tally marks would look like? Get your finger ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across. We can also say it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the front door. So when we do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, watch what I have to do. Turn it, goes across. It doesn't matter if you go across like that or across like this. Either way is good, but we want to make sure that we see that it's a group of 5. If I have one out, it's really hard to tell it's a group of 5, so I put them close together and then put that 5th one on top. Now I don't have to count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can just look at it and know it's 5 because I know how to do my tally marks. All right, friends. If we have 5 and we count on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goes across. If I have 10 tally marks or 10 popsicle sticks, it's really hard for me to keep track of them. So I'm going to do something and I'm going to trade them in. If we think about what we used to do with coins where we had like 10 pennies and we would trade them in for a dime, or 5 pennies and we trade them in for a nickel, we're going to do the same thing. But we want to make sure that they are the same or that they are equal. So if I have my 10 popsicle sticks, I can take them and I can trade them in, and watch this. I'm going to get a group of 10. So I know that 10 popsicle sticks is the same as 10 popsicle sticks over here, but this way it's a little bit easier for me to show. If you look over here to the right, I have a tens and ones chart. If I was going to build the number, let's see, let me delete all of these and I'll start again. If I was going to build the number 7, watch how I could build it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, 5, 6, 7. All right, if you notice, I did not put anything in my tens column. Why do you think I didn't put anything in my tens column yet? Talk on the phone. Okay, hang up. What did you say? Good thinking. We can't move to the tens column yet. We have to still be in the ones column because we don't have a group of 10. If we do have a group of 10, let's add more. 7, 8, 9, and 10 goes across. If I do have a group of 10, they can't be in the ones column. I can only put one digit in each column. This is 2 digits. Digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are our numbers or our digits. So I can't have 2 digits in a column. Okay, remember our columns go up and down. So we don't write 10 like that. We write 10, one set of 10. Oops, don't erase everything. And 0 ones. Okay, and the way that we show that is that, let me see if I can get my mouse back. Oh, I'm stuck with this eraser. There we go. Is that we take all of these and we're going to get rid of them and we're going to trade them in for a group of 10. When I have a group of 10, they have to go in the tens column. I cannot put a group of 10 in the ones column. It's more than more than the ones. It's already a group of 10. So what if I was having a number and it looked like this? The ones always go in the ones column. The tens always go in the tens column. What number would this be? All right, let's see if we can figure it out, friends. How many groups of 10 do we have? We have one group of 10. How many ones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. When I look at this number, 1, 4, I know that's going to be 14. I can also count like this. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have to count this by tens and these by ones. But now watch this. If I add another set of 10, I cannot add it here. I have to add it here in the tens column. Now I have how many sets of 10 or how many groups of 10? You're right, I have 2. So I have 2 groups of 10. One group of 10, 2 groups of 10. So 2 groups of 10. That 2 groups of 10 really means 20. And over here, I didn't add anything or take anything away, so I still have 4. And those are 4 ones. So 20 plus 4 is going to give me my answer of 24. All right, let's see if we can erase everything. And we're going to try it again. This time I'm going to add some more popsicle sticks. Take a look, friends. If I want to add another set of 10, where do I add it? Tens or ones? Why? Okay, so I am going to add it to my tens column. I can't put it in the ones column. It's too much or it's too big. Okay, it's already a group of 10. It has to move over here. But I'm going to add some more ones. This one's going to go across to make my group of 5. Let me just slide them over so that this one's touching. And I want you to think, what number am I showing you now? Hands on your head when you know. Okay, let's take a look. How many groups of 10 do you see? 1, 2, 3. 3 groups of 10. 3 groups of 10s means we count by tens now. 10, 20, 30. It's worth 30, or its value is 30, but it's 3 groups of 10s. How many ones do we see? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 ones. Those 9 ones are worth 9 because each of them is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 30 plus 9. Whoops, I didn't want my plus sign up there. Am I still cool? 30 plus 9. 30 plus 9 is going to give me 39. And right here I can see my number 39. On Seesaw, you're going to have some pictures where you are taking a look at how many popsicle sticks I put up there, and you're going to be able to tell me what number you see, how many tens, how many ones, and then be able to record your voice to explain. I want to show you one more thing before we move on. If I add another popsicle stick, now I have a group of 10. Can these 10 ones stay in the ones column? Talk to your shoulder. What do you think? Yes or no? All right, come on back. I can't wait to hear what you said, but here's what I was thinking. They cannot stay here because they're a group of 10. So I'm going to get rid of that group of 10 and I have to move them over. When I move them over to our tens, I have to trade them in, and I'm going to trade them in for a group of 10. I know that this is 10, so I don't have to sit here and try and count all of those popsicle sticks. I just count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40. Watch this, friends. Help me count. 50. Actually, I should put it up there. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. When we have 100 or 10 groups of 10, then we want to trade that in again. And we're going to trade that in for 100 popsicle sticks. Look at how big that is. 100 popsicle sticks in a bundle. So what we would do is we would take these and we would move them over, move them over to our hundredths place and trade them in for 100. Now if we're looking at our chart, we know this is where the tens go, this is where the ones go. If we had any hundredths, they would go right over here. Some friends are not quite ready for working with hundredths, but some of you are. So when we're working with hundredths, if you're ready for it, give it a try. If not, it's okay. This is a second grade skill, but we're going to see how you do. Okay, it's a little bit of a challenge. So now let's see. If I were to give you a number that looked like this. This was my hundredths, my tens, and my ones. That looks pretty good. All right, let's take a look, friends. How many hundredths do we see? How many groups of 100? Good, we see one group of 100. So right underneath in the hundredths column, I'm going to write the 1. Okay, I'm going to divide those lines going down to remind me this is my hundredths, this is my tens, and these are my ones. We've talked a lot about tens and ones this year, but this is kind of an introduction to hundredths. How many groups of 10 do you see? 2. How many groups of 1 do you see? Good, 4. We would read this number as 124. We also know it's 1 group of 100s, 2 groups of 10, 4 groups of 1. If we were going to write this, we could say 100 plus, what's the 2 worth? It's not worth 2, it's worth, count by tens, 10, good, 20, 100 plus 20 plus 4 is the same as 124. On Seesaw, you're going to be able to try some of this and see if you can count up by tens and by ones and then maybe even some of the hundredths ones, just as a challenge to see if you can give it a try. Good luck!